Hello everyone, and welcome to ZeldaSpeedRuns 2 for the OoT Randomizer EU Weekly. We've got on tracking today CD Hoff, Tommeltoch, and Lady Draco, and on commentary we've got New IT Guy and Mel. I'm going to hand it over to our commentators, but enjoy the race, everyone.
Hey, thanks, Golden Devil. Alright, Lee says that the game audio is a little bit loud, so I'm not sure they'll take a look at that. Hello, everyone! We're all on the same time zones again. We're synced up. Are you excited, New IT Guy?
I am excited. I like opening chests. I want to find great.
Yeah, so we're going to be opening all of the chests today because this is still S7 qual style, and today Randobot has decided in all its wisdom that we will have a shuffled Gerudo card, which is interesting because, you know, what you think of GTG, Fortress Access changes a little. It also adds a check, so we might see a new location hinted here. And thankfully, you know, for some, not me, I'm sad about this, but chest appearance matches contents, which is the base setting, is off.
Yep.
What else we got in store for us here? Run
Seven
down
chickens.
Yeah, 7 chickens.
For season 7. It's glorious.
Yep. Just in the background, S7 chickens rings so nice.
Yep. Vanilla Spawn, Song of Time, and a Shadow Medallion start? Or a Spirit Fire Shadow Jabu.
Minuet on OoT. Okay, that could be a little interesting. Spirit Temple Path to Ganon. 30 is dead. This is a change. The 30 hint is still on hint stones like we just saw, but 40 and 50 are actually hinted in the Skull House, which is nice because it opens up space for more hints, which is really relevant in other settings that we don't have on today. But Spirit Temple Path to Phantom Ganon is really interesting because Spirit has so many requirements usually, and Forest doesn't.
Right.
So that's probably going to give us some information about whether or not this is like logical all dungeons for that Minuet.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, we got everyone in slightly different places, but 50's dead and 40's dead.
Yep.
Brout taking a route that's become pretty popular in the last year in some shorter settings. Setting it to nighttime, gonna do river. It's 3 quick hints and 3 checks if you are comfortable with the glitchless jumps. Spirit's also path to Bongo Bongo. Well, okay then.
Could have a magic in Spirit.
Yeah, magic and Spirit. Okay, River in the Water Temple is a wallet.
The wallet. Yep.
Yeah, that can be interesting. We'll keep an eye out for the other wallet and some tunic logic in that case.
Well, there would have to be a, what you call it? There would have to be a water tube somewhere. Because isn't that, tunic locked?
It's tunic locked if there is a small key in Central Pillar. Or boss key in Morpha is a small key. It's a little wonky.
Okay.
Key logic in Water Temple is interesting. Alright, Fortress to Barony.
Ooh.
So that Gerudo card's actually going to be pretty important.
Mm-hmm.
Nice free shield in the windmill, along with Lullaby. Gonna give us another free song here. Slingshot up there, I believe.
That's what that looks like.
I was watching another a match yesterday, and we had some debate whether or not it was a slingshot or a hammer, so it can be a little tricky. That's why you saw Zoro do that double peek. It can be hard to tell between the two sometimes. Kokiri sword, also a little wonky to ID up there.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, J-Dude, as Golden Devil is saying, Gerudo card is shuffled today, which means you can't just go fight the guard. The guard will have an item in this case. But you need to find that card before you can do anything there.
What if it's vanilla?
It can be vanilla.
That would very annoying that if it's vanilla shuffle, but
No, J-Dude. It's just usually in a fixed location. Oh,
strength and mirror shield. Hello, Spirit Temple. We're coming.
Yeah, I wouldn't even be too surprised to find Requiem in Composer Grave here.
Yep.
Hey, Trilobites. It honestly really depends on how you feel about opening all of the chests in the game again.
Or Epona song.
Yeah, that's interesting. Knowing that we need to do Fortress, I mean, like you said, vanilla Gerudo card is an option, just like any other item can be vanilla.
Right.
Yes, exactly. Those Fortress checks, Gerudo Training Grounds, all of that can't be done until we find that card.
I'm taking back that guess. I think that might be the hammer.
You can clip into GTG if you would like to be disqualified.
No, that was a fun
joke,
shot.
Sorry?
The second time I looked at it, it looked like the hammer. The third time, it's the same shot.
Yeah, you just kind of waffle back and forth. You're like, okay, I know it's something that has a handle that's wrapped.
Right.
Alright. Zoro gonna be the first one leaving CAC after this start. And yeah, this is kind of what I was wondering. Like, do you take that strength and go up to DC? You can do about half the dungeon. Odds of finding explosives of some kind pretty high.
It is a stone, but it is super check dense.
Yeah, it is a stone.
I probably would at this point, but
I have this kind of probably problematic thought in my head usually, and it's that if the game expects you to do all dungeons, stone dungeons are more likely to have things.
right.
And so we have no, like, actual clue yet whether or not that minuet is going to be our logical access into Forest, but you never know.
I think we had Nehru's Lovin' sitting on top of DC.
Yes.
If I saw that right.
Yep. Okay, I think that was one of our newer hints, and I kind of missed what it was. I thought I saw Skull Mask, but then I saw Po Bottle. Alright.
Shooting gallery is nothing.
Oh, Skull Mask has a Po Bottle. Okay, thank you. Oh, that's right, because it added the Deku Theater. That's why there was more red text. What's the worst check in Ocarina of Time Randomizer? I think that really just depends.
Depends on your settings.
It depends on the settings, it depends what your ultimate goal is, and it depends just on how good you are at the game. Frogs 2 is fine, I think. It's annoying because of the high requirement, but I dislike doing the Sunken Silver Rupee room in GTG more than anything.
Often called the toilet.
Yep. And Pierre
Ooh,
in
Pierre.
Fire. I really don't enjoy that. I've gotten much better at it, but there's a lot of deep-seated trauma of just missing and running into the fire ring that surrounds the chest if you go too slow.
Yeah. So far, we've seen fire arrows in the Dongo's Cavern, so that's kind of interesting for spirit logic, because we have an adult fire source now.
Yeah, it's more interesting as a, like, path to Bongo, because if it happens to be fire locked, you're like, oh, well, it means we're magic locked, so it's not gonna be, like, it could be Din's fire locked. Giant pot in Shadow Temple, alright. Yeah, the Goron pot can be tricky. Alright.
I also agree, not fun without, with only strength at this point, too.
Yep.
Check does suck worse. Well, I think we got one more check.
Whee.
Come on, bomb shoes. Okay, now we're locked out.
Choose here would have been very nice. Alright. Zoro gonna save quit there. Brot also going through DC. Meanwhile, Volk has already picked up Machi found a bomb bag somewhere.
Richard Lady knew.
Okay. Oh, and there's magic.
And
okay.
there's magic. Well, forget what I was saying about Bongo. Can't be magic.
I mean, it's probably just hovers at this point. Okay, Richard
Yep.
had a bomb bag. Thank you. Alright, Storm's out here. That's good. So you can normally peek both of the chests in Child Spirit, at least get a look at what you're looking for, even if you can't collect either of them. But we have chest appearance matches contents off, and we can't. So that's nice. Alright, so bombs leading to our magic there on Bomb Tube Bowling. Volk having storms early, always nice. The less you have to backtrack in these kinds of settings, the better.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can't peek things and keep in mind, oh, I need to go back for something, or I don't need to go back for something.
Right. And the likelihood that it's going to be efficient the next time you're around there's impossible to predict.
Yep, exactly. Very nice stoppage of Link to Goron with just strength. I hate doing that. Actually, Link to Goron might be the worst check in the game.
Without a bow, I agree.
With a bow it's pretty free, but with either bombs or a strength, you gotta know your stuff, which Zoro does. Oh.
A Curie Sword on HC Fairy?
Yeah. That's interesting.
That's
I think
required.
Deku is also one of our stones.
Oh yeah, it is.
So that's 2 of our stone dungeons easily completable. Both of them take, somewhere between 5 and 7 minutes for these runners.
I mean, on one hand, doing AD could just be bait. But on the other hand, you have the 2 fastest jet dungeons to do it on.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, Deku and DC do not take that much time.
Especially since you don't do DC as a child, you do it as an adult and sync with 3/4 of the dungeon.
No, Golden. We're just hypothesizing because it's Minuet on Ocarina of Time, and it can be very likely that that's required logically. What's our last... Ooh, water. Gross.
Yeah, this is all hypothetical. Until we see something that says, hey, let's go, we're required to do these.
Yeah. And Big Goron...
Not necessarily going to do it.
Just convenience, but dead otherwise. Wait, Spirit's also path to Volvagia? I hate this. I hate all of this. What? I mean, is this all just pointing us to a hook shot? Because that's disappointing.
No, you can't. So, it's going to be probably a long shot, hovers, and a hammer.
Could be.
Because you can have 3 different paths, they can't be the same item. I didn't see what the hint was, but it was Big Goron's sword or something.
Big Goron's sword is the Hammer Rocks chest in Goron City.
That's kind of nice.
So each of those spirit paths will be different items, but that doesn't mean that they can't all converge to the same item later.
Right. That's true.
I believe that was Burning Cack is Song of Time.
Yeah.
But like,
all right, Mido, what you got?
And there's our hovers. Alright.
I'm just gonna quit talking.
Okay, so Forest is our light medallion, and it doesn't lock any songs.
So for it to be Dens, I mean, it has to be or for it to be Path to Bongo, it's gotta be Dens at this point, right?
Mm-hmm. Or something that's leading to Nocturne.
Right.
Yes, Golden Devil, that's correct.
Oh.
It's just one of those things where it can all converge to a single item later. Say, like, we find Gerudo card, Rudo's letter, and Din's. It could all just be that, like, okay, you need to be able to go get your boomerang from Fortress and beat Jabu. I don't know. That was a bad example because I didn't think it through before I started.
I'm pretty sure I'm wrong. Also, it's probably just Bongo's on the path because you have to beat Forest for the song at Pedestal. Since it's the Forest Medallion.
Yeah, so it can't hint towards the dungeon reward in that way. So our hint can absolutely point to the song, but it would be more like, where was our mirror shield? Graveyard? It would be Graveyard is path to Bongo Bongo then, because you need the mirror shield to collect the forest medallion to get Nocturne. It's not going to hint spirit required for the song that way.
Oh, okay. Well then, into this.
Or letter.
Ew. Why would you say that?
Because Ice has a song, and we don't know where Nocturne is yet. Yes, Richard actually a very good dog today. Gave us bombs, which is something you always want to see early, and that directly leading to magic, even better.
Richard's always a good dog, because the owner is the one who's cheap.
Was it rotated, Tommel? I'm not sure where a bottle was, sorry. Yeah, exactly, Lee. It could also be Gerudo card. Machi, buying some chews to go do Child Spirit, I like that play a lot. Especially with Spirit, like, the ability to get places in Spirit, like, we know ways around what the game expects you to be able to do.
Right.
Well, it does have to be night, and you have to have bombs to buy them from the bomb chew shop. That's the big thing. It's really inconvenient, but having a Sun Song start, having that bomb bag in night market already, like, that's just solid. And yeah, like, the sooner you get into Spirit to find out what you're looking at, the better. Having that Kokiri start nice and early is great. Zoro did not go check that after picking up those bombs.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. We have no reason to suspect Deku is, like, really required, but it's nice and early, and it's quick. Alright, here's the Chew setup. To let go. Should be good. Nice. And Volk, following that Song of Storms makes total sense. Bottom of the well is good. Unfortunate that Volk doesn't have that bomb bag. Yeah, there could easily be a strength in Child Spirit. Irons. Oh,
That's not what you want to say.
Alright. I'm calling it. It's logical AD. Well, this game can just go off. Oh, there is a strength 2 in bottom of the well. We still need a bow for our fire arrows to actually be usable. Yeah, Machi's climbing here. I think that makes sense. Oh, okay, sorry. I missed that. I will always say watching 4 runners at one time is very difficult.
Yep.
Yeah. Iron boots, definitely. High chance that that's the path item to PG. Okay, Gerudo card here. That's nice. Well, I will say the seed seems to not be unkind for the settings that it chose. Alright, small key there, so we are magic locked. But still only the one item here, I believe. Greg has not been spotted. For anyone who's new and doesn't know, Greg is a single green rupee that is shuffled into the item pool from Mido's house in Vanilla. One of our fabulous 5 meme items. Alright, well, we're starting to see a lot of similarities in routing, lots of child spirit plays. Again, makes total sense. Zoro also picked up some chews, so is gonna do child spirit here. Broat and Volk both a little unfortunate in not having found those bombs.
Hey, Mita. Let's see here. We have logical all dungeons. Chest size matches content is turned off. And we had a shuffled Gerudo card.
Yeah, Spirit
and
Path
Spirit Temple
everything.
Triple Path.
No 50 Skull AD. Like I was saying earlier, I would not be too surprised if we end up seeing all of our stone dungeons in this case, just because I do feel like the game ends up putting items on the way when AD is expected.
Mm-hmm.
And we're opening all of the chests. Whee! Nice.
Well, that happened. We got light arrows out at the what's called Colossus Fountain.
Oh, nice. It's nice that it's lights, honestly. That fountain, I would say, is one of the easiest for runners to forget, because they're so used to, like, having what they need to do it the first time they're there, that when they don't, they just keep running past it and running past it. So I'm always sad when a required item is there, because I feel like one runner is inevitably just wrecked by it. Let's see, how much of spirit can we do? All of it, except the hookshot locked checks. So the very first ZL lock check we can't do. We can actually get to the hands if they go there with hovers. Only Volk has those so far, though.
And it entirely depends on the key layout, because we may have to have long shot.
Yeah. But yeah, we can do the majority of Spirit, just not Twinrova, not that very first ZL check, and I think there might be one more that's hard hookshot locked, but I actually can't think of it if there is. I think it's just those two.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even pretend to read that hint. Sorry.
I did not see it as well. I thought in chat, here comes tree, start looking around, and then go, oh, he was reading something.
Oh look, a bottle.
Frog 2 is dead.
OTC is dead? Okay. Thanks, chat.
Oh. No eat rock. Oh.
Yeah, unfortunately, with a 6 medallion bridge and light arrows already being found, we will not be yeeting any rocks today. Yeah, so you can actually get that other hand where you play Lullaby in Spirit Temple. You just have to climb up to the top and you can hovers over to that hand. So you don't need a hook shot for it. Similarly, the other chest that spawns when you play ZL, you can hovers across that gap. But you can't hovers across that very first ZL check, the compass room. Without breaking the rules. So in the settings that we have today, J-Dude, yes. Light Trial, as usual, is locked by gold gauntlets, but we already have the light arrows, and since it's 6 medallion bridge, you're in go mode once you get into Ganon's. Unless you haven't done that fairy fountain. Some other options for draft settings, you can actually have open bridge and then it becomes 6 med boss key instead. And light arrows were the Colossus Great Fairy Fountain. Volk doing Valley. This is interesting. I don't dislike this play. It's just, I feel like there's actually enough available that there's probably not much here, especially with those spirit hints. Like, there's probably a hook shot in there. Din's in there.
Loopy in the fall.
No. Oh,
well,
that's a nice hint. Dead. We are not long shot locked in spirit then.
Right. The hands are backwards from looking at them, right?
Yes, so if you're like looking straight on.
Yeah.
It's okay. The hands from the statue's perspective.
Yeah.
So if you're ever confused, you can put your hands out like the Colossus statue and go, which one's my right hand? And that's the one that is hinted. Alright. Wrote with that strength 2 and Gerudo card. I suspect he rushes that.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing of note yet in Deku Tree, so... My theory is really not holding up now that I have said it out loud. Nothing in DC, nothing in Deku.
Well, we're doing this for logic.
Yeah.
And we've only seen about half of what we normally see of DC. I mean, there's still the check above, the donga, there's his art container.
Yeah, there's 3.
There's still... Oh, and then bridge.
Yeah.
So, yeah, 3 more checks in there. There could be some.
Alright. Zero taking advantage of this sun song. It's a nice little warp back to the last entrance that you were in. Oh, there's Rudo's letter on child fishing. Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell, Irish guy. There are rupees there normally as well, so if it was the green rupee, sorry Greg, no one's getting you today.
You'd be surprised. From what I've seen, a lot of people on Restream, if they see Greg and it's not too far away, sometimes they'll actually go to Greg just because they're on Restream.
Yeah, Fortress to Baronade, very likely Boomerang. We're still missing quite a few items that can lock that, but... Alright, is Volk going to get bumped?
Yeah, our Fortress to Baronade, I think, at this point has to be a ring or it has to be a shot.
Yeah, I mean,
it's
kind of tough because, again, we don't have a bow yet.
Right.
And that's actually kind of a big thing. And yes, Potato Chip, they are all playing the same seed.
Good return.
Yep, Shadowpot's still dead. Hovers for Zoro, which will be nice. Machi probably gonna pick those up as well. Them being on Ocarina minigame is a little interesting because that is one of the checks that people kind of strategically decide not to do a little more often than others.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Volk buying Choose. Not gonna have enough money for that magic right now. Which could be rough. I mean, the odds of Market being hinted kind of low. It could be, though. We don't have our Twinrova hint yet.
Yep. And we just found Greg. The hunt for Greg is over. Yay.
Wait, where was
37
Greg?
minutes. The grotto outside of SFM on the scrub.
Oh. Okay. Oh, big Poe bottle.
Right
Interesting.
Okay.
Alright, Volk gonna show us what Adult Spirit has in store. You do not get to see this done with chews or bombs very often. I'm leaning towards a hook shot and a hammer. Or a tunic. Maybe a wallet instead of a tunic, but... Oh. Interesting. Did we really not have any keys left? Did Volk not do Child Spirit? Oh, Volk didn't have bombs.
Right.
Dang. Okay, well, I guess we have to wait a little while.
Very quick lockout on adults there.
Yeah.
Hot Rodder, what do you have today? Loopy. Okay.
That's interesting. Volk opting not to reverse there. I suppose we don't have a bow, so...
Pepperoni, no, you cannot reach this switch with regular bombs. You can only get to it with chews, a rag, or a slingshot. If it's a switch I think you're referring to.
So we're gonna death warp here.
Oh.
I think you can, but I think it's really precise.
Yeah, I think for that check you just need explosives. I don't think it specifies that it has to be a long check. I can look it up.
Stone of Agony on Skull Kid.
Ooh. We're 3 for 5. Come on, mean person.
Huh. Interesting. So 2 of our runners, you can't see this on Restream because it's cropped, so you can only see gameplay, but 2 of our runners have Sarias on Sarias. Like, they're tracking where they got their songs. Are we certain it was Sarias in adult SFM? Okay.
I know they might have skipped for it.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I just...
Yeah, it looks like
Oh, Serenade was on adult.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing on
Oh, that's
Zora's
not logical
character
AD then. Yeah. No, it can't be logical AD.
Yet.
Once you have Arias, you can't have it be logical AD for Minuet.
It's not logical AD yet.
It can be oops AD for items.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. Alright, thank you. I just wanted to make sure because I was staring at their trackers like, huh? That makes those iron boots more worrying.
Right.
Because I was like, oh, we can just ignore water basically because all of these items that we're finding are just for, like, logical AD. But suddenly, water's in play for actual items. You do need a hookshot to get in, so at that point, like, it gets scary. That Sunken Silver Rupee room that we were talking about in Gerudo Training Grounds, the toilet, requires irons. Yeah. They're hoping for the bottom of Zora's fountain at that point, which we do have letter. Like, that's a strong option for a first hookshot or bow at this point. Oh, was it dead or was it a key? I feel like we did see a hint for it, but I'll be honest, I watch a lot of this game being played. And sometimes I think that I have seen something. Okay. We'll just pretend it was arrows, and that means the irons can only be for something else. Kind of interesting having a big Poe bottle hinted and another one just available, like, next door. And Zoro is the first one to do all 7 chickens today. You're already here, you're gonna do bottom of the well, it makes sense. Wait, which trick?
Doing the BMOS above the switch above the BMOS.
Bombs, yeah.
Yeah, there's it's with bombs and the trick enabled, and we don't enable that trick, so
yeah.
Not logical, but yes, you can do it.
Yeah, usually that's because a trick is super hard to do.
Yeah, same reason we don't enable, like, lower ledge and what you call it?
Goron Pop with
ledge.
Strength is a trick that is not enabled in Logic. Yes.
Yep. It sometimes gets re-enabled, but for Season 7 it's not.
Yeah. No, I think if they tried to enable it for a main tournament, there would be riots.
Right. Well, because you know at that point, something important in it.
They're called illusions, Michael. I wish that show had aged better. If you've never seen Arrested Development, it's very funny, but it is aged so poorly that I have a tough time being like, yeah, you should watch it.
I mean, I can understand that for Michael Stater being a little cringe.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, it definitely still has their moments. It's just like, you watch it now and you're like, by today's standards, it's rough. Yeah, they're all supposed to be cringe. Like, that's the thing. They're all terrible people. The whole point of the show. What's your favorite TV show?
You ask me?
Yeah, I'm asking you.
Oh. Oh, man. You would have asked me this a couple years ago. Man, it changes so much. I don't know. I watch a lot of cooking shows.
Yes, cooking shows. Okay, what's your favorite cooking show? Well, we're seeing a lot of crossover here.
Just because I'm a fan of watching these exact three chefs cook. It's the one that Bobby Flay hosts. It's not Beat Bobby Flay. It's the one with his Titans. That it's Michael Voltaggio, Brooke Williamson, and
oh yes, the Top
what's her
Chef
face? Yeah, the triple threat. Bobby's triple threat.
Yeah.
You throw three juggernauts against someone who's like, yeah, I could beat these juggernauts. I'm all like,
yeah.
Okay, you got two Top Chef winners, season 1 and almost back-to-back 2 of Guys Tournament of Champions winner, and Tiffany Derry is just an all-around good cook. So
yeah,
it's like, okay.
Yeah, Guys Grocery Games is a little too much for me. Like, somehow, here's the thing about cooking shows. I always try to tell people, I'm like, cooking shows consistently win editing awards for a reason. It's because they somehow know how to make it so dramatic. And you're like, I don't care that they're probably cutting the last 5 minutes into, 15 seconds for drama. It's great television.
Right.
But yeah, Top Chef, definitely one of my favorites. I'm very sad Padma's leaving, though. Like, that breaks my heart.
Yeah, isn't, what's called taking over, though?
Yeah, Kristen.
Yeah.
One of the previous winners who beat Brooke in season 10.
Yeah.
I was devastated. I loved Brooke, so I was so glad when she got to come back for an all-star and won.
Oh, yeah.
It was great. Yeah, I mean, I don't think Kristen's gonna do a bad job. That's not what I'm saying. But I am saying that Padma was so amazing. Especially, have you ever seen the first season with Katie?
Oh, God, that cringe. Cringe.
Yeah, no.
Was she only the first season?
What? Yeah, it was only the first
season.
Okay.
I didn't remember if she was in season 2.
Yeah, she's come back as like a guest host on some of the like Tom's Kitchen side spin-off things.
Yeah, she was. Yeah.
Yes, agreed. The early seasons, they were like actually going for reality television.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, really? This is what you're choosing to do? And then they were like, actually, we want them to take our chefs seriously because they deserve recognition.
Right.
I have not actually watched Wheel of Time. I feel a little bad, but some people whose opinions I hold in high regard told me that it was bad, and I felt like I didn't want to give it time. Yeah, what Nasagi is saying. Like, if you enjoyed the books, the show is awful, and that's not something that I want to encourage. So, excellent show based on books. The new Goosebumps. The first half of the season's excellent. The second half has been a little more rough. Alright, so Groat has found the Kokiri sword, has bombs, did Child Spirit now. Volk just finishing up Child Spirit. Doro and Machi going through Bottom of the Well, which Volk and Broat have both already done, so I think we're actually going to see Adult Spirit from Broat now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is that based on the Foundation trilogy? I admittedly have a very tough time with, like, quote-unquote high sci-fi. Because I like to call it dry sci-fi. There's so little personality, and it's like, why?
Right.
Yeah. What Tomo is saying, anytime you're adapting a book to television, you just gotta find the right writer.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes the right writer is just the author themselves. Yeah, Lord of the Rings Extended Edition. I never actually read...
I mean, you say Lord of the Rings, but... The first... I agree Lord of the Rings was great, but I mean, he also did The Hobbit, and, well...
I do not acknowledge The Hobbit in my Lord of the Rings comments. Didn't Robert Jordan leave behind, like, extensive notes for someone, though?
Isn't it being written by Brandon Samuelson?
Yeah, I was like, I thought Brandon Sanderson had, like, the entire lore.
Or yeah, Sanderson. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't... Hey, another strength. Let's go.
But...
I don't know why we're picking that up. Volk must not have OGC Fairy Hint.
But there's got to be something different than that the boots lead to, because none of the
strengths.
Because iron boots are strength 2 locked anyway, or are they on child side too?
They were on child side, so they're just a child ranged weapon away.
Which is in the TARDIS. But it's in the TARDIS and we already have bombs.
Yeah, we have access to beans. You're right.
Yeah, so it's in logic.
Yeah.
Whether they have it or not, it's a different story.
Okay, here is my hot take of the day.
Hit me.
Don't at me. The last 3 Star Wars movies aren't that bad. 9, pretty bad, but 7 and 8, I was like, you know what? I'm here for the nostalgia of 7. I get it. They need to loop in a new generation of audience. They need to bring it back, have that, stability. I loved 8. I was like so entertained by that movie.
I loved 8 until it turned into what's it called? Battlestar Galactica instead of Star Wars.
I mean, that's fair. That's a fair criticism.
If I wanted to watch him just sit there and like warp and then get hit by the enemy again, I just go watch Battlestar because it was more entertaining.
Yeah. Draco! Hi, Rob. I said hi earlier, but I'll say hi again. I appreciated that they were trying something new with 8. Sorry.
Never mind. She who will not be named in my room was throwing off the timer.
Alright, so nothing too exciting in Adult Spirit yet.
That's unfortunate.
Zoro also in here. I would not be too surprised if Machi is headed here as well. Yep. Just... We're gonna have everyone in spirit all at once, holding hands. Alright. This is Nursery Spirit Temple, Lady Draco. Man, 1 hour already. How time flies. Happy 1 hour, everyone. Please give our runners Volk, Brot, Zoro, and Machi a follow. Their links are in chat there. Thank you so much to our trackers, Tomo, CD, and Lady Draco. Our restreamer today, Golden Devil, making sure nothing's broken on the back end, and new IT guy. Thanks for joining me on comms.
Oh, of course.
Oh no, not Sweet Caroline. What have I done? I'm sorry.
Ba, ba, ba. Okay. We all know what the joke is.
Whoops. There shall be no Sweet Caroline. Oh my gosh! Oh. I'm shocked.
Path to PG, path to manga. I mean, it could be either one.
So we need. That's either not our first.
Okay.
Oh, there's a hook shot.
That's
okay.
whichever one it wasn't.
So hitting the switch with choose is in logic, or are we, or are one of those things not our first of one of those things?
No, that switch is perfectly hittable, assuming that what we saw on Graveyard Ledge is a slingshot.
But you can't do that in the adult room.
No, but okay, I see what you're saying.
Okay, there's Goron too.
That's
not surprising at all. Okay, so I think the irons probably lead to our first bow or hookshot in Fountain, like we were talking about.
What you're talking about is the adult shack. You're talking about the same one that we were talking about with bombs earlier?
Yeah, yep.
Hang on.
Because choose are not default in logic, but it is like the expected way to hit some things.
Nope.
So like in Ganon,
it is in logic.
What?
It is logic.
It is in logic? Okay.
For early adult spirit room, it has bomb choose. So
okay.
We are correct.
That gets a little tricky sometimes. Like Spirit Trial, choose are what you are expected to hit that switch with. So there's a few exceptions to the choose not being in logic rules.
Right.
Or statements, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah, this is nice. They'll all be finishing spirit here with that hookshot find.
I'm about to vibe pretty easily. Can just be that
Yeah, I'm not surprised at all if the tunic is for evolve.
Yeah, which just means that
Oh no. Bulk. Oops.
well, it would also probably indicate that if it is water, there has to be a water tunic floating around there somewhere, or because it can't be our first logic, or to block it being our first logical one, the second one's just chilling somewhere in like Ganon's castle or something.
Yeah, where were our keys?
Does
anyone remember where our spirit keys were? Because there was a key in the map chest, so we still don't have a way to light that. Because our bow is 4 kilo.
Right.
So depending on... there was definitely one in Child Spirit. There was one in Map. One in Child Climb, I think.
Is that central room not in logic with Child with stick?
Only if you have 5 keys. So that can't be a key for it to be in logic as Child. Which is why we're always saying it's magic locked if it's a small key. Did we time hop on Broat, or did he accidentally scum Spirit? Oh no, he's just double checking. He didn't do this earlier. That's right. Because as of right now, beating Spirit is a little bit of a question. Because I don't think this was a key. I think this was another bottle or something. Oh, it was a key. Okay, so both of those were keys. Which means that bow is not our first bow, or Din's is before this. Any guessers in chat? Is there another bow somewhere? Or is Din's out there somewhere?
You very easily could just have a very long GG.
There's always another bow. Yeah, I mean, we haven't seen any of Fortress yet. We haven't seen any of GTG. There's a lot of places another bow could be. But that's my best guess, is that that bow actually isn't our first bow. But we'll see. We'll see where Din's ends up.
You know, I don't think I've ever seen 3 Twinrova fights on the screen at the same
All at once, yeah.
And it's kind of making me nauseous. Because everyone is spinning right
Everyone's
around.
spinning. Yeah, it's a little rough. I kind of like what Broat is doing here in clearing out these checks so as not to forget them. Because it's so easy to forget, oh, I didn't do this check, for example. Oh, I'm sorry, Mage Lives. The odds of us getting 3 forest temples, 4 even, very high right now, because they can all go beat it, and we don't have a hammer yet.
Right. Because that would be the next place I'd be going after.
Yeah,
doing
forest
this.
is progression. You know you have to do it. I think most of them have Bolero. Maybe I made that up. No one has Bolero. Never mind.
But everyone knows how to microscope. So. Hey, we're not giving them any ideas. We're just interpreting what the seed's telling them to go do.
Seed says, quadruple forest. Mati getting some unfortunate witch placement here. Alright, Volk going back in for this check as well. And we're still gonna have triple Twinrova. Zoro is AFK currently, so don't worry. She will be back shortly.
Only a recovery.
You go check your song too, right?
Yes, definitely.
I'm really interested to see where runners go. I'm interested to see where Dins ends up, because I think that could be a pretty big, like, deciding point, honestly. Hey, Bolero. We're not gonna go do fire, though. We don't have a hammer.
Might.
Might.
I mean, you have one check in there to confirm whether your hammer locked or not out.
Yeah. I mean, I think you play Bolero and you either go do Forest, which is a required progression dungeon, or you're going to Ice to check something out there, but I think Forest is way more likely. And we won't know until Volk is in Lost Woods, because this is the same way you'd take for both of those things. Oh, and Fire Temple is foolish, apparently. Wait, is Kokiri Forest also foolish? I just miss all of these hints.
Oh, look. Big stabby.
No, Volk also has Kokiri Forest listed. Maybe there was just nothing there. Oh, thanks, Draco. Hope you've been well, by the way. I hope everyone's been well, but... Yeah, Lady Draco and I get to hang out this week.
Woot.
Woo!
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Rip. See, if an enemy hits me, they die. Lake Hylia to Twinrova. Alright. That's great information, honestly. Yep, Broat doing Broat things. I was surprised to not see anyone do this earlier. This makes a lot of sense to me in Broat's case because he's like, well, if I can just pick up my boomerang, I can do... Wait, where was Letter again? Fishing?
Mm-hmm.
Child fishing?
Yep, child fishing.
Okay, so that could be big info, actually. We found all of the other items we needed for Twinrova, so that's either gonna be Din's or our other bow. And depending on how long you want to follow that. And we'll see if anyone, like, follows that chain. Yep, Vulcanzoro already in forest. Machi probably not too far behind. Broat saving us from quadruple forest for now. Oh, Volk doesn't have the fortress hint. Okay. Alright. What item do we have here?
I'm gonna say this is a blue rupee.
This is very likely to be a blue rupee. I'm gonna go choose. Just for funsies.
You're wrong, it's a key.
Dang it. Alright. Forest Temple is here. Are we talking about cooking?
I don't know.
One of the 2 o'clocks.
I think it would be new too.
Oh, okay. Hammer. Oh, there's the choose. See, I was just 2 checks off. Okay, well, that's good for Broat. I'm guessing he's gonna end up just doing fire first before forest. It is foolish, but you know what? But you gotta do it anyway, so... Since he'll pick up Bolero, is he doing that first?
Well, what's this then? This has to be something, right?
Nope. Alright, so... What does
What's a
Hammer
path
lock?
to Bear
Hammer
name?
locks a few things outside of Foolish Fire. Exactly 1 check in GTG. Garuda Valley Hammer Rocks, and Crater Fairy. HBA 1000 had hammer. That's true. Song of Time is behind fire. It's also behind shadow. Broat can also go do Adult Lake. You can't pick up whatever is on Shoot the Sun, but you can peek it. He doesn't have that hint.
I'm going to the electric right there, but doesn't look like the key.
So, not having Furor's Wind, I understand why Broat is doing GTG right now. Just seems a little odd knowing that you have all of Forest to potentially have progression. But I suppose you find that hammer and you know fire is foolish, though Broat doesn't have that hint written down.
Right.
Like,
This
yeah,
could also be trying to metagame the seed.
yeah.
It's like maybe this is where it's ultimately gonna lead me to, and I'm right here anyway.
Yeah, and it really, like, Broat is excellent at this game. It doesn't keep him a lot of time to do GTG. So again, I get it. I'll be right back. I need more coffee.
Good. Shooting the Post Sisters. What do you have for us today? You have a boss key. Alright. Closer to getting out of this dungeon.
Did I miss anything?
The Red Post Sister has the Forest Temple boss key.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, really not a whole lot going on. Collecting some more keys in GTG.
Yay, more
Fifth
keys.
key.
You know, it'd be really nice if
we have 9
Disappearance
keys.
were gone.
So what?
I said it'd be really nice if Chest Appearance matches contents were on. Oh, never be over it. Okay, so that is the hammer-locked check in GTG, that Ring of Fire. You're expected to hit down one of those pillars for a switch.
So key. Hey.
Okay, well, that's nice because Broat can now do all of Adult Lake. Alright, and there should only be one more key, I believe. And the rest of these checks are items.
Which means if we see another key, that means there's an item in Les Toilettes.
Oh, okay. The last key.
Well, there's an item in this toilet.
Yeah, I don't... It might have been hinted. I really do not know, unfortunately, if it was hinted or not. Yeah, bro, don't forget hammer rocks. No. Toilet is not is not an always hint. Alright, so this is what most runners opt to do. Peeking all of Valley as adult. With that long shot especially, it's nice. I believe Broat knows the recoil down there, but it's finicky, so... And it's hard to do. Whee! Long shot the ladder.
Nope, it's not solo comms.
Sometimes we all just have to walk away. Triple Forest is an excellent time for us to refill on coffee.
Yep. My energy drink sadly was empty, so I'm refilling with another one.
Average time for Uter really depends on the settings. I think we're seeing around 3:30 for S7 seeds so far.
Yeah, anywhere from 2 hours to 3.5 is usually the estimate.
And yeah, there's a nice little thing on our overlay where when we mute, our little icon disappears. So no one's trying to talk to us. Yeah, And honestly, like, a lot of S7 seeds have gone closer to the 4-hour mark as people adjust to the settings. Yeah, so where do the other 3 head? They all have the Gerudo card. 2 of them do not have the Fortress hint, so I wouldn't be too surprised to see a Bolero and Ice play. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it should add that much time, but it is going to add a good 15 minutes having to open all of the chests. The cutscenes just end up adding up enough. Then not being able to peek chests, so having to double back adds up.
Or not knowing that the current temple you're in is foolish.
Not knowing that the dungeon you're in is foolish.
In Bro's case, right now.
Yeah, in Bro's case, this could be tough if... Oh look, a slingshot. If he legitimately does not have that hint and just hasn't marked it down. Which Bro's pretty good about keeping his tracker up to date. And so yeah, he could lose a lot of time to that.
Especially if he's like, well, it's probably the boomerang. The boomerang's always somewhere in deep fire.
Yeah. Well, and one of the things here is if it is for Song of Time, Longshot is Song of Time locked. There were 2 keys on the right side of GTG where Longshot was, meaning that you need Song of Time for that. And it's on Burning Cack behind fire. So it could very well be that one of our Longshot locked checks in water is our boomerang.
Right.
KZ
skip. Yeah, it's always allowed in the weeklies. It's just not allowed in the tournament.
No, it's allowed in the tournament again. It was just S6.
I thought it's just only allowed in the weeklies to KZ skip.
No, that was an S6 thing. KZ skip is totally allowed in the standard rules set. It was not allowed during the S6 tournament, but even during the weeklies that were after the kind of setup time range. Yeah, okay, so there's that Fortress hint for Volk, who will probably beeline it there after this. And we are seeing Domain. This is not a bad play by any means, but pushing that lake path, which they are doing, they've found, well, at least Volk found the lake path. Zoro does not have that written down. Letter was there, so it makes sense to come here. And it can very likely be Din's and even Nocturne. Actually, does it have to be Nocturne out here? Yeah, it has to be Nocturne out here, so you gotta do it anyway. Oh, River is foolish? So that's all of our foolishes then.
Yeah. We got 5 pathfinds.
Yeah, we have 5. So Spirit is triple path. Gerudo Fortress to Baronade. And then Lake Hylia to Twinrova.
Mm-hmm.
Which we're seeing currently. Yeah, I don't know. I would expect to find Dins out here as well as Nocturne, which is going to be really nice for Volk and Zoro. Just go do Shadow. Sorry, I'll be right back.
Like a rupee on the bottom of the fountain there. So nothing with an iron boots on them. We're gonna need strength 3 and tech, right? So where is this boss key at? It's not on that chest. Nope. Roadtender definitely did forest. Or not forest, spirit. No worries. From there. What about this one? Here. Watch you about to get their hammer. Very quick 1500 there too.
So sorry about that. My mom randomly called me.
No worries. My parents called me enough that I would have answered also.
Mine's like the opposite. My parents don't call me very often. We're very good about
That's what I meant.
each other. Yeah. We're very good about texting each other, so when they call, it's like, oh no, what's happened?
Right.
I have not seen anything too exciting in ice.
Nope.
Is that true?
That is true.
Okay. So it might just be Nocturne here.
We don't know. There's a big chest in this room.
Big chests mean nothing.
It's big.
It's big. It means that iron boots are here in vanilla.
Oh.
That's nothing. Big Goron's dead. We're fine. We're fine. Okay, but that does mean something else interesting is, did we get a peek at the bottom of...
Yep.
Okay, it's nothing down there, I assume.
No.
Okay. Yep, and similar to the Spirit Temple being hinted for the dungeon reward, ice can't be hinted for blue fire, but letter can be. Kind of weird. Did Broat find boss key? Or...
I have not seen him find the boss key yet.
Okay.
And I think this is the last check before it's on here.
Okay. So he didn't just, like, do all of fire for no reason. Oh, maybe he did. Womp womp.
Well, he doesn't know that there's nothing in fire.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, though. Like, if everyone else has the fire foolish hint, like, that's just time Broat has lost.
Right.
But it's also good info to have that long shot already and know that it can be for Song of Time.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, is it Dins or is it Bo? What is here in Lake? Oh, that fish giving bulk. Hey, boomerang.
There's our path to Barry.
Yay!
Okay, which one gets us to Twinrova? One of the two does it.
There's
And
Dins. Alright, so that is our first bow then. Nice.
Yep.
As a reminder, Spirit Key Logic, we knew that we were magic locked. We found a bow past the 4-key door. There were 2 magic locked keys, so we knew either another bow or Dins had to be out there. So it had to be a pretty good path to be following. Zoro also opting to pick up those golds. We know that nothing's behind them in this seed, but...
Mm-hmm.
But they look pretty, and you're in such a, like, habit of picking up a major item like that. Alright, so Volk's gonna be going through Shadow here. I wouldn't be too surprised if he decides to go Child and do Jabu first. Oh wait, no, doesn't have Hammer or... Never mind. Definitely will have to go do Fortress after this.
I think we are in. Long shot is the right side of GTG May's center chest.
Yep.
Rang was on Crater Ferry.
And yes, we are in no mode. Volk is definitely in the best position on restream here, has that letter from Child Fishing, which, unless it's just mismarked, none of the rest of our runners have. That lake path is helpful, though.
Well, they're gonna have to do both fishings, because both fishings are required.
Yep, both fishings are required today. But we'll see what Volk decides to do as far as clearing camera checks.
Watching my long shot.
Yeah, Broat hasn't even been into forest yet. Wait, did he not complete fire?
No, because he had to set up PR and didn't do it.
But he had long shot. Interesting. Thought Broat knew pixel shot. Well, that's good. You gotta go do the
I don't remember him saying doing Volvagia. Maybe I just zoned there for a while.
Definitely, like, played Bolero out of there. He doesn't know pixel shot? Okay, my bad.
Yes, Fire Boss Key is on Pierre.
And no Heroes win to set. I don't even think Broat opened the shortcut.
I think he did. I could be wrong, because I think he did early in the temple. Could be wrong. Did you mean highest score on?
It just kind of depends.
If you meant highest score on, all of them are going to highest score on before they're going to Pierre.
No, not if they have long shot. I mean...
Oh, to hammer chest. Okay.
Yeah, I'm almost positive that Volk knows pixel shot. But he also doesn't have long shot yet, and I would say is unlikely to do GTG. But we'll see. Did Volk set Pierre when doing adult fishing? He had to have to do fishing. Now that I am thinking about that a little more closely.
Oh, right, because they don't have beans.
They don't have beans planted.
Yeah.
I got there. Yeah, that first hook placement is nasty to see.
Right.
Okay, so Tunic was definitely path.
Right, because it we had to go past what you call it?
Yeah.
The elevator, I forget what it's called.
Yeah, even just going past the big lava room because the timer doesn't reset. But
Right.
as I learned last summer, much to my annoyance, anytime you are required to beat Volvagia, the Tunic is required.
Yes.
Because we always only say, oh, you're required to go past the big lava room, but it's like, it's even just beyond that. You're just required to beat the fire snake.
Yeah.
Still no Furor's Wind. It's probably on King Dodongo, who is long forgotten.
Or it's somewhere useful, like the light trial. Could be in Javu.
FW and Javu would just be so mean.
Man, at this point it can be just about anywhere. I mean, heck, it can be on Volvagia for all we care.
Yeah.
Because I think that's how Baron works, right? The item can't be required or expected to beat the seed.
FW is not in the, like, pool of useless items.
Oh, it's not? No, okay.
Nehru's, Stone of Agony, Double Defense, Big Goron Sword.
Yeah.
Things that are directly locked by copies of themselves, so bows and bomb bags, slingshots. Beatable only changes that, actually. Beatable only means things like scales can also be in foolish locations.
Yep, she remember.
So look forward to that as we get some beatable only S7 seeds, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so Rudo's Letter is on child fishing, Din's is on adult fishing, and Boomerang is on Crater Ferry, which no one's going to miss on their way to or from Fire Temple.
Right.
Brot and Machi both still need to do ice for Nocturne.
Bulk needs to do HBA for the hammer.
And then all three of them need to go do Volk fishing. Which is why we're saying Volk's kind of in the strongest position here. Shadow, done for the sake of saying it's done. Just needs to reverse do horseback archery. I am not expecting him to go through GTG at all at that point, but we will see.
Yes, they do have Serenade. It was on Minuet.
Yep.
I'm good. Don't need to sneeze. Oh, fast block pushing. What a great enhancement you are.
Bring back slow block push.
Wait, why do they give you, like, a whole minute to push these blocks in place? I don't understand. Oh, hold on, you haven't seen
that.
Have you?
It takes that in the vanilla game.
Right.
Okay. This is an interesting decision to me on Volk's part. But I guess there's no better time to do it than now, honestly. Turn in all your skulls and your shooting. Volk doesn't know that it's actually Hammer that's in Fortress, obviously, so you think, okay, my Rang is hinted, but my Hammer isn't. So you keep doing your overworld checks on the way. It just so happens that Volk is functionally in go mode once he gets to Fortress. That Lake Hylia hint to Twinrova is, I think, gonna prove to be one of the more helpful things in this side.
Right. Where was that one again?
I don't remember where it was. Volk's the only, Volk and Brot have it.
Tennis match can go on bro's side here in a second.
Tennis good. Zoro also doing a couple of cleanup checks here. Doesn't have that Din's or Rudo's letter. That final path hint that she found, Lake to Twinrova, that's gonna be where both those items are that she needs. And happy 2 hours, everyone. Are we having fun yet? Give our runners, Volk, Brot, Zoro, and Machi a follow. Their links are there in chat. Thank you so much to our trackers, Tomal, CD, Lady Draco. I can't remember which of you is double tracking, but one of them is pulling double duty today. Always appreciated, so we can have a full 4-layer run out. Our restreamer, Golden Devil, making sure nothing's broken. And new IT guy. Thanks again for being on comms with me.
Of course.
Gearing up to S7. Tomal, our VIP double tracker. You know what we need to do? Oh no, there's no Blame Trez on this channel?
Not on ZSR2.
That seems wrong. But you know what? If you're subscribed to ZeldaSpeedRuns 1, the original, throw some Blame Trezes in chat. I was actually thinking about it. My weekends have been pretty crazy over the last month, and I think the last time that I did comms was on Trez's birthday. Back in September. No, Golden, you don't understand. Trez always deserves it. That's just how it is.
Yeah, I actually remember that, because didn't you guys summon him in and then sang him happy birthday or something?
Yeah.
It was like
Yeah, we
a
did.
4-person call. Yeah, I remember that. Fire Boss Q is on Peter.
Alright. Well, Machi picking up that letter, gonna be able to go do Jabu now. That's nice. Yeah, we learned that apparently in Germany it's bad luck to wish someone an early birthday, like happy early birthday.
Mm. Interesting.
Oh, we don't have a scale. All of this and no scale. Gross. That means our fastest way to Jabu is Owl, Backwalk, Hike Up River. Love it.
Okay, that is kind of gross.
Are you asking about the birthday thing, Nasagi? I don't know. I am not from Germany, so any Germans in chat? Okay, yeah. We have the 7 years bad luck for breaking a mirror thing. Interesting. Okay. It makes sense that Volk is going this direction because this is the fastest way to that hammer-locked check. It is just a piece of... It's like a recovery heart or a piece of heart or something.
Something like that.
And so it's going to be really easy for him to rule out GTG at that point because it's not that check and it's not a key. Alright, Brot also doing child fishing here. Also no scale.
Yeah. I don't think walking under a ladder has a defined thing. I think it's bad luck. And also very dumb to do.
My campus had a bell tower that you could walk under, and the campus superstition was you couldn't walk under it alone or you'd never get married. But if you walked under it, like, with someone else, that's who you would marry.
Interesting.
It was a very Christian college.
Yeah, I kind of got that. No, I kind of figured that part out.
Every campus has weird stuff like that. Alright, that is go mode for Volk. Dins is adult fishing.
Yep. Dins is adult, Rudos is child.
Yeah, fishing stacked today. The fish they be biting. How do you think the fishing guy, like, gets these prizes? They just, like, pop up from the water and he's like, sure, whatever.
Yeah, that's entirely possible. I mean, we don't know what that Hylian Loach do. I mean, he may come up and throw up the prizes on the beach or something.
Alright. Alright, let's see. Brot is missing Nocturne and Dins now. Machi is just missing that. Oh, nope, also Nocturne and Dins. Zoro still missing Letter and Dins, so... Volk being in go mode should have no problem winning restream here. Barring disaster. Hopefully I didn't just comms curse this. But it's kind of up to the rest of them when they decide to go do those last couple things. But I think Zoro's probably in the best position, having Nocturne already.
Right. Not gonna check here yet. No, that's smart.
Yeah. What's your favorite, like, combination of settings that you've seen so far?
Oh, of Season 7 settings?
Yeah.
A moment. Gotta pull up the sheet again to figure out what the major and minors are. I did enjoy watching Keezy. That was kind of interesting.
Oh, yeah. Earrings are very interesting.
Yeah. So what we're talking about, Keezy basically just removes all locked doors. out of temples
Yeah.
and boss key.
Yeah. It really can change some of the ways you end up playing some dungeons. Like, water suddenly is actually a good play versus what we used to think of it. Like, oh, you know, it's 4 items. It's not 4 when it's keysy. Similarly, when you have key rings, dungeons just become way more overpowered as far as the items that they have available to them. Especially if you have it combined with, like, dungeon skulls. Sorry.
I do want to see Closed Door of Time.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say I want to see it, I'd like to see it without starting with Song of Time.
Yeah.
Because I did calm that one when we had it, and then it's like, okay, but what's the logical implication of it if you just locked it, so we have to open it?
Yeah. There's none at that point.
Yeah. Also, Cow Shuffle. That one's
Mm-hmm.
that one's interesting considering there's the whole Malin obstacle course involved with it.
Yeah, and
Potentially.
that's an always hint, fortunately, but
Yes.
oh, just in general, Silver Rupee Shuffle is very interesting. It's not an option for Season 7, but it does get a little like, oh, I have to go pick that up. That's right.
I mean, I'm okay if they want to switch chickens to the optional setting, you know?
Yeah.
1. But
Yeah. I actually really like, as far as minor settings, like pre-planted beans would probably always be my pick.
right, you just have to worry about that one.
There.
I guess you don't have to worry about if overworld skulls aren't turned on.
Yeah.
But if overworld skulls is turned on, there's the one that's the Donga Cavern that you gotta worry about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I actually like doing overworld skulls. I know that's going to be a very popular ban. I think overworld skulls and indoor entrance.
Indoor
randomizer.
shuffle,
Yeah.
I anticipate to be a pretty big power ban.
Yeah, I think those two are going to be very common. But I can also see people deciding to ban chest appearance matches contents. Honestly, like locking that in.
Especially a lot of the more experienced or long time runners. I mean, when did chest appearance matches content even come into play? It was season 6, I think.
So we had size matches content in season 4.
Okay.
Maybe it was 5 though. 4 or 5 had size. I think it was 4.
Right. And then 6 is when we had the custom gold skin for the for the chest.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think some of the more long-time players, like What the Hells and people who have been around since season 1, they may be more tempted to pick that one.
Yeah. Well, it's so interesting listening to them talk about this.
Right.
Like, they are mostly like, the options are whatever except these. And it's still those same 2 things. People don't like having to double back for things. They don't want to have to rethink how they typically route the game.
Mm-hmm.
All of which is very fair. Like, it's hard enough to get around this map sometimes. And so
Right,
some of the options really add time.
Like randomizing warp zone destinations.
Yeah.
God only knows what you're gonna get, other than Nocturne. I mean, Nocturne's required if Shadow Temple's required.
Yeah. There's also the hint implications of a lot of these settings. So Closed Door of Time is a good example. If you start as a child without Song of Time, like, you're getting a Path of Time hint. Similarly, your path hints, even if you start as adult, it's not going to be Path of Time, but if Jabu is required and you start as adult, your Song of Time can be hinted path because you need to go to child. And so it gets really interesting. Trials on, you lose 3 of your sometimes hints because all of the trials that you need to be hinted. You'll also lose a path hint to Path of Tower. And so thinking about, okay, what information do I value having?
I didn't think ZL could be path to anything.
Yeah, ZL can't be hinted directly. So there was a set of weeklies where it went back to season 3 settings where it could be hinted path directly, or Way of the Hero. But yeah, trying to find that balance, like, okay, what information, what quality of life settings do I value, what information do I value, which of these settings can I live with?
Benz is on adults fishing. Yeah. Honestly, I'd be a fan if next season we just turn on blue fire arrows and just leave them on.
I do like blue fire arrows. I know some people are strongly opposed to blue fire arrows. But I do like those. I think that it's very rare. Like, all of the minor settings are more or less rare that it's going to have pretty significant impact, right?
Right, and it also just makes the item feel better when you're like, hey, I got a big chest. It's ice arrows.
Yep.
Instead it's ice arrows. I can go and, melt King Zora or do something efficient in Ice Cavern with these.
Yeah. And there's, like, additional layers to that, too. Oh god, what was I thinking? No, gone. Oh, choose. Choose in big chest. That's what I was talking about. Because if you put choose into logic, they're suddenly in big chest, and you're like, oh, a big chest. Oh.
Well, and at that point, you get a chew bag.
You get a chew bag, yeah. But the five packs that we think of chews are still there. Whichever one you find first is your chew bag, and then you get the chew drops like you would bomb drops. But I think that's one of the ones that people are gonna forget a lot. Like, oh, chews are in logic, but I'm not really thinking about that. You find the 5-pack of chews, and that's potentially huge. Agony is not useful, unfortunately.
And I don't think you're going to find anyone who is going to ask that agony be turned on to what it used to do.
Right.
I know it was for season 1. I don't remember if it was for season 2. But you used to have Agony to read hints.
Alright, Volk's on his way to Jabu. Still about 15 minutes before he will finish, assuming really great play in Jabu and Ganon's, which I don't doubt will happen, honestly. And then he goes and reads the letter. Two of our runners are using models, one of which is way more obvious than the other, but somehow Broads is, like, just unsettling.
What's Broat using? Is he using the 3D one?
I think it's Twilight Princess. It's a little more obvious in the adult model, but... because the tunic is quite different.
Right.
That'd be pretty cool, Draco. There are some... like, you can actually set the diary to have different kinds of hints. So, like, in a meme tournament that I was playing in Ice Percent, it hinted the blue fire arrows.
Oh, that's awesome.
Usually it will hint either a hook shot, which is what it is referencing in vanilla, or the light arrows, which I believe is an RSL thing, it's the light arrow hint. Oh, bro. Bro going back into fire, presumably has Scarecrow Song now, but didn't do adult fishing while in Lake. Volk saying, "See ya, Terudo. I'll pick you back up in the lobby." So really, aside from adding time, our Gerudo card wasn't too hard to find. Wasn't, like, hinted, but it was needed. But these settings haven't been too impactful today.
Nope.
Yeet. Volk's boomerang just not really wanting to hit this today.
Honestly, I think the biggest impact that chest size even made in this seed is the fact that Bro went in the first time without knowing that Fire Temple was foolish.
Yeah.
So, without the contents on, he had to open every chest. Now, granted, that doesn't mean much because everyone had to open every chest. Just because we're fire, or because where the, whatchamacallit's at.
Yeah.
Oh, it's on shortcut.
Wait, the boss key was on shortcut?
Yeah. I thought it was on here.
Did Broat just not have bombs? When he was here earlier? Could have sworn
I do not know.
Must not have.
I swear I saw a boss key on here, but hey, whatever.
Alright, Machi just looking for that Dins. Has 20 skulls, has adult shooting to do, gonna be doing those things. Volk entering the final couple rooms here. Butter knife or Kokiri sword was in Hyrule Castle Ferry. Totally unnecessary in this seed. Alright. That's Machi playing Serenade. Gonna go clear up late, which is a technically unresolved way of the hero for him.
A very good idea.
Yep. Yes, Machi has found letter here, but has also done ice and knows that there's nothing there, or in Fountain, or in Jabu. Which... new, but...
No. No, no, no. Down. It's down.
Yeah, sometimes that row there, it's just hard to do. Bro, it's not League. I'm not entirely certain what happened there.
Maybe. Oh, maybe he got in his head that he had the shadow medallion, so he's like, "Oh, I've done shadow.
I've done shadow. That could be. That could be. I'm sorry. Bro. I love you. We will not be reading that comment out loud because we are not comms cursing this, but it is possible.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
No idea what we're talking about. I will say, if that was what Broat thought, like, oh, I have Shadow Medallion, I did Shadow, that is a just pure testament to how much runners tune out Shadow and Forest as dungeons. They're like 20 in this race. I haven't actually like.
That's pretty good. That's a pretty good number. 32.
32. Wow. Okay. Makes sense. Next weekend is the beginning of Season 7 qualifiers. There are 20 of them over the course of 6-7 weeks.
Mm-hmm. Choose on top of that.
Always nice.
Top of the lab.
Machi, unfortunately, doing the routing that makes the most sense because you're doing 2 checks faster here in Lake, but it's not the right order to get dins quicker.
Right.
And nice. Finishing in first place, 232.22. Nice. I hope that's actually how you pronounce.
That is how I pronounce that.
Anyone know how they pronounce their name? No, it's my fault. I shouldn't even have acknowledged it.
Bottle. The ultimate defense against Ganon. So we're about to get there. Din's fire here.
Yeah, about to get Dins. And that will be go mode for her as well.
Mm-hmm.
Machi pulling ahead a little bit here, actually. Alright. Last phase of Ganon here for Volk. Alright. Fingers crossed. No sniping. Ugh. I apologize in advance if it happens.
Alright. GG's in chat.
Alright, GG's Volk. Hey, there it is. Second place, 235.45. Sorry.
Well, looks like we're not getting an interview from Volk, but GG's. Okay. Bro's only opening up. Building the Gway. Or Gway, however you say it.
I'm so sorry. I just got the other end of a phone call.
No worries.
But yeah, GG's Volk. Machi not gonna be too far behind, but back end of Shadow here. Hey, welcome in, nice GG's on the win. Feel free to drop any thoughts in chat. Oh no. Bro's struggling with fishing here.
Yeah, I'm good with whatever.
Well, that's go mode for Bro. You know, nothing Bro did was, like, wrong. It was just kind of in an order that was a little less efficient than the other runners, and that's kind of what we're seeing here.
Yeah, I mean, really, you can calculate it right now. It's Fire Temple. I mean, yeah, everyone had to clear out most of it, but I mean, Fire Temple really added a lot of time onto his.
Yeah. Fire Temple, clearing out... I mean, they kind of all cleared out some or most of GTG. But yeah, having to go back to Lake kind of multiple times and not getting all of that taken care of.
All right, so I don't know, New IT Guy and Mel, do you have any final thoughts? I think we are going to wrap up the stream here and raid one of our runners.
I'm so sorry, everyone. I just got a very sad call, so I'm not really able to stick around. I would love to be able to for all of the runners. They've all done an excellent job today, but I think we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. But I'm very excited to watch everyone go ahead and play in S7 starting next week. So,
yeah, definitely going to be a change from last year's tournament. Just adding in that drafting style.
Yeah. So thanks again to all of our runners, our trackers, Golden Devil, our restreamer, and New IT Guy.
Yeah, thank you to our trackers, Tomultach, C. Hoff, and Lady Draco. Again, both of you for commentating, and please follow our runners. We're going to go raid, I think, probably Bro Tinder, since he has a little longer left in the seed. But thank you, everyone, for watching, and have a good rest of your Sunday.